In this video we are going to learn how to create the APIs using Fabric clients. So I already mentioned that we have different SDKs available right now, Fabric client and Fabric network. So we will go through one by one each and we'll start writing API using these Fabric SDKs, client SDKs we can say. So let's jump into the VS Code. So actually I made some changes in the repositories folder structure, so make sure that before this video you are creating such kind of repository, or you can just pull the Git repositories. The first folder is the Fabric 1.4. In this folder we have all the API related stuffs which are written using Fabric client. We can say inside, while exploring this API writing using Fabric client, so we will go through this. Second one is the API 2.0. In this folder we have all the things necessary required for writing the API using Fabric network. When we write the API using Fabric network, so we will be going through this folder. Next one is the artifacts, which is the same folder as previous one. So I have segregated all these things, and this channel artifacts will have channel block which will be used for both SDKs while writing the APIs. Artifacts having channel, SRC, Docker Compose file, which having all the services related to the network. This part we already have covered, so no need to go inside this. Next one, these are the 4 files. So I have removed all the unnecessary files. So just trying to making the repository compact so that you can understand in an easier way. First one is channel creation file. So what exactly this file is, already gone through this, just I'm going through one more time. Channel create file, it creates the channel, it joins all the peers into the channel and update the anchor peer. We have run this file step by steps, but we will be running these files directly from create channel.ss. So all these 3 steps will be get executed immediately. Next one is a deploy chaincode.sh file, where we are following all these steps like creating the package, installing the chain code, querying installed chain code, approving for specific organization, checking the commit readiness, commit the chain code definition on each peer, query committed, chain code invoke initializations, and transaction invocation and querying the asset. These all the steps we are going to execute using deploy chaincode.sh file. So coming to the first one, that is the Fabric client. First one, API-1.4. So just forget about the other folders right now. Your network should be up and running. One more time I will explain how to create a network. Go to the artifacts, up the services, Docker Compose up in detached mode, so it will run all the necessary services required for the Fabric network. 4 peer, 4 cows DB, 2 certificate authorities and 3 orderers, and we are using raft orderers. Once these services are up and running, we have to create the channel. Next step would be creating the channel. So using a single command we can create this channel and join. Just go behind, because our create channel file is at home folder, ls create channel.sh. Here is the file. Just execute that file so that it will create the channel and join all the peer into the channel and create the anchor peers. Update the anchor peer. Clear. Again we have to run the deploy chaincode.sh file. So what exactly it's doing, I already mentioned that packaging chain code, installing chain code, and all the steps we're going to follow. I'm running that file. Just hit enter. It will follow all the steps all the functions which are written inside the deploy chaincode.sh file, it will execute it line by line. So it may require little time depending on your resources configuration for your PC. Yeah, now we can see Docker processes. So we can see here 4 peer, 4 couch DB, 2 certificate authority, 3 orderer, and 2 chaincode instances which are instantiated on the endorsing peer. Again, I'm increasing the font. Yeah, in the home folder, home repository, we have 2 folders. First one is the API 1.4, API 2.0. So going to inside API 1.4. Yeah, inside this folder we have one app folder and another one artifacts folder where we have defined a configuration file, org1.yaml file, org2.yaml file, crypto, fabric, key value, org, and node modules, app.js, and configuration JSON. I will show exactly what this folder does. The first folder, that is the app. Inside this app folder we have different JavaScript files which will be used for creating the channels, for registering users, installing chain codes, instantiating chain codes, invoking transactions, joining channel, and queries. These different files are there inside. When we write APIs for each and every functions, we will go through these each and every functions. Okay, the next one is the artifacts. So inside the artifacts we have 3 main files: network configuration file, org1.yaml, org2.yaml. So coming to the first one, networkconfig.yaml file. This file contains the configuration required for our network, like admin private key, sign key, what are different organizations. For organization 1, what is MSP ID, what are the different peers available, who is the certified authority, what is the public admin private key and public key, what is signing certificate. For organization 2 as well, same, what are the different orderers, what are the TLS certificates, where they are running exactly. This all the information is there. For all the peers, what are the TLS CA certificates and the certificate authority for each organization. CA org1.example.com, CA org2example.com, and I have mentioned TLS CA certificate. One thing I want to mention here, that I have provided here absolute path. So make sure that in your case it would be different, because my home directory is like home/pavan/music and all this path. If you want to provide the relative path as well, you can provide here. So the file location is there. Just go behind API/1.4 and our channel configuration crypto config file is available inside the channel. Go to here and provide the proper paths. So make sure that you are doing this, because if you are providing the wrong path, so it won't work. So make sure that you are providing the correct absolute path or proper relative path to the current folder of that crypto config. This all the configuration is here inside the network config file. Second one is the org1.yaml file. Org1.yaml file, what exactly it contains? It contains the information of that organizations, like client organizations, credential store, where we are going to store our credentials, like identities, and crypto materials like public key and private key. When we register any users, I will show you exactly how these are getting stored here. These are the 2 folders: crypto/org1, fabric client, key value for org1. For the organization 2 as well, the file is almost same. Actually it's a connection profile. Path is /fabric key value org2, and the crypto store is /crypto.org2. The next one is the app.js file. So I have written some APIs inside this file, so we are creating the server as well using this file. Probably in the next video we will be writing the APIs and we'll go through this file. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for the more update.